Hello everyone, it's AJ, and today we are going to talk about the 4th episode of Bungo Dogs Season 4, because of course I am. Why wouldn't I? Well, actually, let's hope this actually works, because my last video just kept getting blocked like nobody's business. So, if you never see episode 3 ever again, it's because I've just gave up on it. I've gave up trying to get it out there because Karakawa just keeps blocking it. So, hopefully you'll actually get to see this. Oh, the pain, especially because of how fucking good the last episode was. Because frankly, the fact that Fyodor appeared, like, what the actual fuck? And I loved all my stupid jokes I made. But anyway, let's talk about season 4, because now we've literally just started the mainline story. We are kicking things off where we kind of left off with the end of season 3, so we have lovely Ranpo just chilling through the fucking prison to then talk to Kunikida, because Kunikida basically got arrested for when that wee lassie, like, activated, like, the bombs that were on her, like, when they were trying to get to, like, Figazal and whatnot through, like, the Cannibal Arc and whatnot. So, obviously, things kind of tits up and being like, great. So, Rampo's been like, well, I'm going to prove your innocence, don't give in because I know how much guilt you have. And, honestly, Kunikida, man, fuck this season for Kunikida, man. He does not get a break. Actually, most people don't get a break in this season, or, like, in this upcoming arc. But, like, it starts off with Kunikida in prison, and, like, it doesn't really get any better for him. If you know, you know. But I'm going to try and be good and not spoil anything just yet. If I'm going to talk about spoilers, I'm going to talk about them, like, at the end of the video. He leaves Kunikida, and then we join Po! We get fucking Po back. It's great. And he's just, like, reading these little mystery and whatnot. And Po and Ranpo just been, like, jumping on. Oh, and then here we go. We're starting the perfect murder arc with their little mini story to kick off the season, and it's just so funny. And it's just like, oh yeah, I'm being punished because I went against, like, the boss's orders and whatnot during the cannibalism arc, so I'm having to be a mascot, but fuck that, I'm going to come annoy you instead because I knew you would be here because you're picking up something that you got from an auction. Yeah. And then there's this Po just like, how do you know these things? Honestly, Ranpo and Po's, like, chemistry, like, relationship, friendship, just, like, it's the best. And we get it highlighted in this little arc, and I love it. And it just gets better as this, like, the episode just goes on, because whilst they're, like, waiting for, like, Po's, like, delivery man, basically, to, like, appear, they just start talking shite to each other, essentially. Like, Po brings up the fact, it's like, well, why aren't you here with me? And Rampo's like, well, the person that you're meeting up with is the person that I want to kind of capture in a sense, because they've wronged Kunikida, and, well, we can't have that, so. But anyway, just tell me about the stupid mystery that you're, like, reading and, like, whatnot. And how it relates to a murder and how it's a great mass mystery. And then, like, I'm just going to suddenly appear within the shadows while you're still talking to me through the fucking headset. And I'm going to give you the fright of your life. It's also in this moment that, like, Po just, like, you remember that Po is fucking rich? And it's just, like, a slap in the face. It's like, oh yeah, the guild is, like, fucking rich. Like, what the actual fuck? Can I forget that? Like, that Po is literally a rich man. Oh, there's a great like fucking edit on TikTok, and it's just like Ranpo, and it's like the whole Money 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 song by ABBA, and it's literally him and Ranpo. It's just like, yep, he got himself a wealthy man. The fact that Po is just like, oh yeah, I spent like X amount of like millions of like dollars on this and it doesn't mean anything. Like, he's like, I'll forget about it tomorrow when you're going to take this manuscript off of me and like give it to the police because that's the right thing to do. But I'm just going to be like a wee bit pissed that like my money's went down the drain, but I'm going to forget about it tomorrow. Just all these millions of pounds and dollars or whatever. I can't remember what it was. I think I said dollars. And then there's just Ranpo just being like, what the actual fuck is your problem? It's like, why are you not annoyed? Also, how'd you have all this money? Because obviously, like, everyone in, like, the ADA is essentially poor as fuck. They're, like, the poorest of, like, all of the fucking groups. Like, the Port Mafia is, like, fairly wealthy, right? Because there's, like, been little clips of, like, how Atgala's been like, this is how much money I make. And then obviously, like, Chuya buys, like, the most expensive wines. And then there's just, like, everyone is just lucky if they can pay their rent and get some nice clothes and some food. In comparison at the ADA. Like, they don't get paid very well in comparison. See, crime pays. Maybe not, but yeah. But yeah, so anyway. So, that's now, Ranpo now, like, really into, like, oh, what's this whole murder mystery thing? And it's like, ooh, that's cool. And then it's like, oh, there's your red envelope that you're waiting for, because we've clearly just missed the person just coming in with a bright red-ass, like, envelope. Placed it very, very meticulously on this, like, banister, like, on this viewing port kind of thing. And obviously picks it up, and there's a lovely little arrow, and there's a dead body. Just flying in the air. Yep, here we go. And then it begins. Here comes the murder arc. In fairness, I did kind of skip a wee bit at the beginning, but I think it's just more fun, like, to talk about Mishicharo, like, at the end. So, I know I've kind of skipped a bit, but whatever. So, obviously, the body that Mishicharo had at the beginning just, like, flying off the building. Top notch. And splat on the ground, and then conveniently enough, when Ranpo and Po get to the very bottom, which maybe takes them like 2 minutes or something like that to get down from the top of the building down to the bottom, the police magically show up at the exact same time. I wonder why. And it's like, oh yeah, because they were told, like, in advance, being like, hey, by the way, something's gonna happen, so come at this time, so that Ranpo can't, like, affect the body or anything like that. Doesn't really matter, because, like, Ranpo still touches it and everything, and, like, picks up the shoe and everything like that. So it's still, like, contaminating the evidence. Oh well. So, yeah. And this is where, like, you see, like, Mishicharo, like, coming in, like, properly and, like, being like, oh my god, he's here. He's, like, what's he doing? He's gonna uncover me and whatnot. And it's like, haha, this is my whole plan. And then activates his ability, the perfect crime. And, oh my god, the little ghosties are so cute. See, just, like, them going and rating all the evidence, and then just, like, the wee kind of, like, nomming sounds. Oh, it's like, nom 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 nom. Especially the one that was on the camera. I don't know why, I just love the one that's on the camera. It's just so cute. And also, I love the fact that, like, the vibe was purple. I don't know why. I kind of thought, like, see, obviously with his, like, kind of greenish suit, I thought maybe it would just be, like, a kind of different, like, green. I don't know why. I would not have thought of purple, but hey, I enjoy it. It looks good. Also, I just like the wee purple ghosts, like, wee cute wee ass purple ghosts. Just nominate all the evidence, whilst, like, Rampo's, like, looking, like, at the body and just being like, right, where are my clues? And then you get, like, the sad panel. Well, I say sad panel. Sad moment. Where Ranpo goes, I don't know. Because he just has, like, the little mini mental breakdown of, fuck, I can't do this. And then that freaks everyone else out. Like, the police and, like, Po are just being like, Ranpo should be, like, jumping up and be like, ha ha ha, here's who the killer is, and all that jazz. And they're just like, why isn't he talking? Why isn't he talking? It's just so, like, funny how comfortable they are with, obviously, just what Ranpo does and whatnot. And the fact that he doesn't do what they think that he's meant to do. Or what he's used to doing. It just sets him off, and then Ranpo just fucking brushes them off. And he just goes like, so what's going on? And he's just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna go back to the office. See ya! Laters! And at this moment, like, Mishicharo's thinking like, yes, I am done and dusted. I'm all good. No, because whilst you're walking down, like, the back streets and whatnot to get your pickup, because obviously the police have shut down all the main roads, Ranpo appears. Sup? Where's the taxi rank? And I love just how like Ricciardo just goes like, right, so the train station's that way. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want the trains. Nope. I don't want to walk. Nope. Also, I don't know how to use the trains. And then he's like, right, there's the bus stop down that way. Nope, nope, I don't like the bus. Just Ranpo being an absolute little brat. Just like, I'm just going to stand here until a car appears. Like, Ranpo. Only you could get away with, like, such behaviour, man. Like, also the fact just like, yeah, I don't know how to use the trains and I don't like them. And like, Star's like, are you a fucking kid? He's having, like, doubts of, like, wait, are you an adult? Should you be out here? Where's your dad? Oh, the dad's a bit busy. But it's just how Rambo's just like, yay! And like, I'm just gonna nick your car, because the car like arrives, and like, Richard's like, right, good, I'm free. And then Ranpo just basically shoves him out the way. It's like, I'm gonna take this seat. Hi driver, can you take me to the AD, please? Thanks. And the driver's just like death glaring at like Richard is just like, what the actual fuck is this little child doing in my fucking car? And then like he has a little softy moment, be like, right, we're just gonna drop him off at the station, right? Like, that's all we're doing, like, so you can get a taxi from there. And it's just like, fine. And then Rumble's like, yay! It worked! So then obviously he just starts talking of like, oh yes, I'm a detective. I've just came from a case in which all of this things that you have done, but I'm not saying you've done it just yet. But he's just breaking it down as he does, and then Ricciardo is really not good at, he should not play poker. That's all I'm saying, because the man was sweating like of guilt, just like, what? Like, mate, you need to, like, work in that poker face, because you're absolute shit at it. You need to use, like, the perfect crime ability to, like, wipe the evidence from your face that you did this, as Ranpo was just explaining everything. Even how he's, like, solved it, basically. He's like, oh yeah, so the person is, like, walking around with shoes that are too tight on them right now. Yeah, that does not mean that you move your feet to hide the shoes. That's clearly giving you away. Oh, but yeah, so then we obviously just kind of end it, like, we kind of cliffhanger there whilst they're still, like, in the taxi. Well, not really a taxi, but, like, fake taxi. And that, like, ends us for this episode, so to, like, get it all resolved, like, in the next episode. Which then obviously brings me on to the fact we have our new OPs and EDs, and oh my god, the wee ED was so adorable. Like, the wee kind of style, like, oh. Also Hearts as well, because it's like Dazai's in it and whatnot, and it's like in these normal like clothing and whatnot, and how it just like progresses through the day. And then the fact that obviously at one point like nobody's in the office, and it's like, yeah, that's gonna kind of ring true, like, But, like, how good is the OP as well? The new OP visuals. I feel like I could just, like, make a whole other video just talking about the OP, because there is a lot in that OP, and it's a lot of spoiler territory, so I'm going to be good, and I'm not going to talk about too much about it. I'll probably, well, I'm now just going to have to make that fucking episode now. Right, so we'll do it there. However, we're just talking about the fact that everyone looks so fucking good, apart from fucking Fiora. Like, what was that fucking, like, fisheye? Like, that was in the OP. Like, he has some beautiful moments, like when he has, like, the flowers kind of coming out and whatnot. I was like, oh, that's very artsy. It's very nice. It's very, ooh. It's very nice. But then it's like, oh yes, let's have him have a stupid fisheye. Like, a really, like, fucked up fisheye. Like, Bones, what is with you and this stupid little fisheye? Like, is this because, like, you haven't really done any turtle smiles? Because, frankly, that's also, like, your highlight, and I'm just waiting for them to really appear. But I have to give them credit. They put in Chuya for, like, 2 seconds, like, and he looked fucking gorgeous. Just like a random bit, not relevant to anything that happens, just the fact that Chuya's on his own and he looks fucking stunning. Yay. Which then, like, obviously ended up fucking trending on Twitter, doesn't it? Because obviously everyone just fucking freaks out. But, oh, I'll just love it. But then, like, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I just want to talk about it for like 2 milliseconds. What they showed in the OP is far beyond the casino arc, right? Are we getting a second core? Because frankly, if they're teasing that fucking much, we have to have a second core. Because there's no way that what they've shown in that OP we can cover in like 10 episodes. There is no fucking way. Like, it's already bad enough, like, trying to get to the casino arc in like 10 episodes, like, comfortably, without taking out major parts. Never mind, like, the following arc, where the shit goes down arc. So, I want to know from Bones, like, because it's still kind of up there as, oh yeah, it's only, like, 13 episodes, it's only a one core. So, why are they doing this to us in the OP? Like, I don't know if they're just wanting to torture manga readers when they look at that and be like, haha, look what's coming. It's like, no. That's too soon. That's meant to be season 5, if anything. If this is only a one core season. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to be good but not being too spoily because I might as well like make a whole spoiler video by talking about the OP there. So, because they've done some things really good, like I said. But the amount of spoilers, my god. Like, I know obviously it's very common in anime OPs where literally there's lots of spoiler clues like in the OP about what's going to happen within the season, right? But I've never in my life watched one where it seems to spoil something from a next season. Like, what? So, yeah. Anyway, so let me know your wee thoughts down below. Like, what? Manga readers, are you, like, in the same kind of time, like, mind frame as me, being like, what the actual fuck is happening? Because, obviously, clearly we can't go that far in, like, one little season. We can't. Also, try to be nice about spoilers. I should be trying to be nice about that. And just, like, let me know about your thoughts in general about the whole episode. Are you happy? Also, can we just talk about... I forgot about this whole thing. I just realised I didn't even talk about the whole Mishitaro scene when he's talking to Fyodor. Like, what is with Fyodor in that fucking scene? What was with the shading? They made him so fucking ugly. Like... Why? What? Bones, why do you hate Fyodor so much? First, you don't age him down in the last episode, you shrink him slightly, but then when you do your close-up, he still looks the same age. And then, like, you give him the most horrific shading when he takes Mishitaro out of the holding place that he was. Like, all the while, like... Mishitaro looks fucking gorgeous in that scene. See when he's like doing his hair and he's like, here's my conditions. 1, need to do this and all that. And he looks stunning. And yet, you made Fyodor look fucking horrid. Like, you can change Bones, right? You can make him look better. I know you kind of established early on that he was going to be horrible and look like a drunk version of fucking Mori. But... give the man a break. Let him be pretty when he's pretty. I think that's like a wee thing that we can ask, right? I don't think that's too much. I'm gonna stop ranting about that. But I'm right, but I'm like so annoyed. But yeah, anyway, so now we've started the mainline story. Thank fuck for that. And oh, I'm so excited for the series, but also the OP scared me. I'm not gonna lie, if you can't fucking tell. But oh, I wanted to be next week already. Like, I say this every week, but I hate waiting for these episodes because I know what's coming. Like, I just want to know how it's executed. And I'm just desperate for, like, the next part. Especially because there's, like, anyway, the perfect crime arc is just fun in general. Just like how Rampo and all that like bounces off like Poe and Mashitaro and whatnot. Like, it's just fun. It's the fun part before we get to the really depressing parts, and I just want to kind of like hold on to it and just like treasure it as well. Like, I want it to come sooner, but then I also don't want it to come sooner because then the bad parts come. Like, the pain and the trauma come. Oh, but anyway, we'll see you next week for episode 5, where I'm assuming we're probably it's going to be the end of the Perfect Crime arc. But, oh, God, I just love Bungo. Oh, but anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.